so now, I'm going to show you guys first, because I didn't want to lose any of these things. I took these and I put them all together on one page.
Fast.
So we're going to start with this one right here. Okay, we're going to start with this. This is all 49. This is an activity we're doing. This is activity. It's not like a regular set of notes, but it's just an activity. Because when I show you guys this, it's not really like, you're not really going to understand it until you do it by hand. And then I'm going to do this piece, and then this piece is going to be your practice. So the first thing I'm going to do is, let's take this one right here. So I have this piece. Okay? Does everyone have this one out? And ask for everyone to have a pencil. So if you don't have it cut out yet, it's fine. You could just, fold it as necessary. So what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to start by using my pencil, and I'm going to trace the shape.
What shape?
This thing right here.
Yeah. Like.
What shape is it?
Oh.
Why are they so fat?
Huh?
Why are the names so thick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are the lines so big?
Because for this activity, it's necessary. So I'm going to color this, and it's going to make sense here in a minute. So with this activity, I'm going to learn what happens when I reflect the shape twice. So let's see what we got here. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take my T, and then I'm going to reflect it over this line right here. So I'm going to fold it at that line. Now, since I colored this and I used pencil, this works really good. So I'm going to scratch this in the back.
Mine not a marker.
Oh, wait.
Why?
Wait, hold on. What are you doing? The shape is what?
Okay, I just folded it at the line. I really need you following with this.
Okay, wait, how do you word?
I folded it at the line.
Going this way?
Yeah, at that line right there. So, now, look at what happened here when I did that. Because the graphite from the pencil, it transfers over here. So now, I can take this image, darken it up again.
Why not just use a marker?
Because the marker doesn't work as well.
Just so where it dries up?
It doesn't work as well.
It was a suggestion.
I understand that, and I appreciate the suggestion, but it doesn't work as well.
Okay, let's talk.
Hey, what?
Say okay.
So, what am I going to call this image right here? Reflection, but what am I going to name it?
T prime?
Say it.
T prime.
T prime, there we go. That's T prime, right? So now, if you notice, I'm tracing over it again. So try and make the lines all nice and dark. Okay, when you did it and folded over, did you rub the other side like this?
Are these even notes or push them?
Maybe it's not full. I don't know, I'm using a lead pencil.
So make the edges all nice and dark. If you want to use your fingernail to scratch it in, that works good too. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to fold it one more time. But I'm going to fold it against the second parallel line. So we're going to take this line right here. I'm going to fold it across that. So we folded it on the line. Now, watch this again. So I'm folded it right here. Now I'm going to take the image right here, T prime, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with that last one. So now, when I did that, a little bit more. There we go. Now I can outline this one right here.
Okay, this is just not.
Yes. All right, what am I going to call this thing right here? T double prime. T double prime. Now, what type of lines are these?
Segments.
No, what type of lines? Look at these marks.
Parallel line.
Parallel lines, very good. So, when I reflect over parallel lines, what happens from here all the way to here? Look at the direction it's facing. It flipped, and then it flipped again, right? So what can I say it did? So what type of translation is it from here to here?
Rotation?
It's a translation. No, it's not. Are you really playing with your phone trying to tell me no?
I was actually checking the time.
Times are there.
Okay, I don't care.
So, right here. Now, this, if I reflect over parallel lines, I get the same image. It's going in the same direction as my original. So this is going to be a slide. Because I move it, it's in the same direction. It's not turning. It's not rotating. It's not reflecting. This one to this one. So I could say from T to T double prime is a slide. And these are parallel lines. Now, when we're putting this in our notebook, we're going to have to put, this is going to end up on 49, but we're going to trim off part of this. And then we're going to put this down, like tape it here, and then we're going to fold it up. So we're going to have all three of them on here on the one page. So we're going to do another one. Let's take a look at this next one. So this next one's going to be this one right here. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine as long as you have it out. Okay, it's not, it doesn't matter, as long as you have it out. Alright, let's start here. I'm gonna start right here. So this is gonna be my image. So let's call this one R. This is my x-axis, and this is my y-axis. I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did, but this time I am going to trace over this shape, and instead of reflecting it over parallel lines, what type of lines are these? No. They intersect, but what type of intersection? Huh? Yeah. What does this little thing mean?
90 degrees.
If it's 90 degrees, these are what types? Yes, they are right angles, but the lines. No. Starts with P.
Perpendicular?
Perpendicular. There we go, perpendicular lines. It's going to be perpendicular line. So I traced over this pretty well. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to reflect it across the y-axis first. So I'm going to fold it at the y-axis.
Bro, you folded it so fast, I didn't even see you fold it.
Across the y.
This is
No,
what-
I'm going pretty slow here.
Cause there's the.
Yeah, y-axis is up and down. So I fold it across the y-axis.
Cross going this way. Or-
Yeah. Huh?
And like color it, like,
Yeah, like this. So I
You just scribble it in. That's what you do.
I just rub the other side here, and the graphite transfers. So if you could see it there.
That's why it wasn't working. Wrong side.
You know what's funny? When people are in the back of the room and they're talking in like their regular voice, not even like a whisper, like everyone could hear it. It's kind of awkward because I could watch it on the video and I could still hear your conversation.
there you go.
I feel like, ooh.
All right, there we go. So what am I going to call this thing right here?
I probably folded like the wrong side.
R prime, right?
I don't know.
Now, look at the direction this is going, okay?
Yeah.
Look at the direction. Now, we're going to reflect this now down across the x-axis. All right, let's see where we're at. And there we go. Hacho. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye. Hey, Mark, you gotta go to registration. You're not leaving. You're just dropping off your phone.
Oh,
All right. What am I gonna call this thing right here? R double prime, because I moved the one I moved, right? Now, I want you guys to see something because this is really important. You notice it's kind of a wonky shape, isn't it? If you notice, it's kind of pointing this way, isn't it? Okay, so this is the pointy part, so that's sticking out that way. Then when I flip it, it sticks out this way, right? And now it's sticking out that way. So now, I want you guys to notice this real quick. So, if I flip it over my x-axis and y-axis, it's going to be the same as a rotation. How many degrees? 180. Very good. So this is reflection over perpendicular. Lines. Reflection over perpendicular lines is the same as rotation 180 degrees. So if I go from R to R double prime, are we okay? Is everyone up to this point? All right, so if you already got this, then we need to get that third piece.
Wait. Mr. Rogers,
Keep going, yeah.
Are you saying like all three of them are 180? Because I thought it would be
No, for the
270.
original.
Yeah, from the
that
original to
double
the,
side, it's 180.
so from R to R double prime, so from R to R double prime, it's the same as, it's a rotation 180 degrees. This one, right?
Oh, okay. I just.
Right? That means the same thing.
So like, okay, so if you would have go 360, it'd be back in the R place.
Yes,
Okay.
it would be back to R.
That makes sense.
Are you playing with your phone again? How often do you have to check time? That's staring at you right there.
Nah, I ain't checked the time this time.
So keep this stupid phone away. Alright, are we okay with this now? Let's take a look at my last card right here. So this one came out gray. I'm sorry about that. Same thing. Okay.
Can I use a marker?
Doesn't work very well. The marker really.
He said that like 5 times already.
No, I mean like so I can see what I'm writing.
Okay, if you want. Alright, so we're making sure that we're not playing on our phone right now, that we're doing this activity. Put it away.
Mr. Pot Show got some accuracy.
Just remember that. Pull out that phone next time. Think I'm not staring at you.
I don't know about all of that, buddy.
Alright, so now we're up to this one now, right? Did you trace it? Get your foot off that desk. You have lost your mind.
What?
What are you smiling, weirdo?
You're just back there just chilling. Earbuds in, kicking back, feet up on the desk. Dang, I'm sorry to interrupt your coolness time. Alright, so
He's not cool.
are these perpendicular? No.
No, they're intersecting.
Just intersecting lines. Okay, so these are going to be intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So you guys got, all the people playing along at home with their, home version of the game. What?
Why did you tell me no?
I just wrote this right here. I'm still doing my thing in here.
talking about like tracing the thing.
No, I was talking about just writing it.
Oh, then just write it then. Man, why is it some people gotta make things so difficult?
Because I'm a
Yeah, Mr. Pot Show, why you gotta be?
I met you.
Well, hold on.
What do you mean? Hold on.
I'm trying to see how you folded that.
On that line. Fold it on the line. On the line. For everyone playing along at home. Fold it along the line.
If I don't.
I lost. Lean up. Pull forward.
Pretty tired of this paper.
There you go. see it.
Okay, tracer too, like.
Yeah. You gotta trace it as best you can here.
What's this? Come on,
Oh, I just told my mom that her kidnapping my kids for their organs. You really think she's gonna let me go anywhere by myself?
Hey, shh. Alright, like I said, I apologize. I know there's a lot of conversation happening right here in front of me. So please, please, please. Alright, so this one right here, if that's T, this one right here is going to be my T prime, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Alright, let's see if I could actually make this one work now. Yeah. The copy machine did not like me this time. Alright, so now I'm going to fold it across the other line. There we go. Let's see. Did not work out very well.
no key.
I don't like this one.
Alright. Let's see if I can do it one more time. So it worked out for the rest. Not this one so much. Alright, let's see. So you guys can see this. I'll trace it out. Now, so for this one right here, so you guys do your best on this one. Okay, this one, if I reflect it over intersecting lines, here's my T double prime. So from T to T double prime, all this is just going to be some type of rotation. Just some rotation. So if we're reflecting across intersecting lines, it's going to be a rotation. But if I reflect it against perpendicular lines, it's going to be a rotation 180 degrees. Yeah. You ripped your pants? Is that what you said? I ripped my pants. Listen, SpongeBob. Here we go. All right. Let me see in my notebook. So now where this is going to go? So we have, this is what's going to happen on yours. So you guys have these right here. I hate to interrupt a conversation. I don't want to hear it. Actually, I love to interrupt a conversation. Sorry about that. So, this is what you're going to do. We're going to put these down on page 49. So,
48, 49, or 49, 50.
49. So, when we tape it here, just so you could actually see these again, So you can overlap them like this so you can see from your notes. Thank you.
Okay, well,
So we're going to take those down on there like that. Now let's take a look at that other page, please. What? For what? Oh.
I mean, you're acting slow.
Okay. Okay, listen please. I told you we're going to do this one too. We're going to do this one, then this is going to be your practice right here. So, let's take a look here. I'm going to show you guys how to do it on this one here. You don't need to be able to sketch this one again like we did last time. So watch this. So now we're going to do this over, this is line segment AB. So if I, over parallel lines on a graph, we look to see how far is it from that graph, or that line. So A goes right here, right?
Yep.
So it's one away, so this is going to be my A prime. B, 1, 2, 3. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. This, my B prime. Draw my line. So my A prime would be at -4, 3. B prime is at -2, 1. So that one's my single prime. And now I have another line right here. So if I look, B prime is one away from there, right? So I need to go one away on the other side. B double prime. A prime. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. A double prime. So now here is an example on a graph where my pre-image and my double prime same. It's the same as a slide across. So right here we have the point B double prime is 0, 1. A double prime is 2, 3. Now we've done this one. We've done this one. Next thing we're going to do is this one right here. This is the only different one that we're going to do. This one is parallel lines, but they are y equals x's. So right here, we're going to do this, and I'll show you guys the trick for this. Same over. Okay, so over now turns into down. So if I'm reflecting it like this, it's going to go over, goes to down. So it's 1 over, so it's down 1. This one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. It's down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's going to be 1, 2, 3 over. Down 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's P prime, Q prime, R prime. Is it facing in the same direction now?
Yeah.
Say no.
Oh, no.
Look where Q is.
Yeah, yeah.
Look where Q is. It's not in the same direction anymore, is it? Now we have to do it one more time here. So, same thing. Now this one right here, it's going to be 2 over. 1, 2. And so when I'm doing this, it's down 2. 1, 2. And that's going to be my R double prime. Let's see. My P is 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, these lines are parallel, aren't they? Are they going in the same direction? Okay, they are going in the same direction. They are parallel. So if you notice, look at R here. What's on top over here? R double prime, right? So, this is the same as a slide, isn't it? Hate to interrupt you. Please pay attention. So, I want you guys finishing the rest of this. I didn't put in here. You guys put in the points. You guys doing the same thing for this. Back ones. This is just a translation. Here is only a reflection. Here is a rotation. And here is reflection y equals x. So this is y equals x like this. Yes. What do you mean?
On the front side.
On the front side? Okay, so this one right here, this one is the same as the slide, right? This is my translation. Describes the movement, so it's a translation. So now, what was this one? This one's also a slide, right? Nope. What happened here? These are perpendicular lines right here, right? Parallel lines is going to be the same as the slide. Perpendicular is what?
A rotation?
Rotation, 180, right? Okay, so you guys work on this, please.